I was hanging out at my friend's place when I overheard his brother talking to his dad about how he wanted to move to America. Now, his brother, an outright genius, recently graduated from IIT Kharagpur, left me shell shocked. I was unable to comprehend how, after studying here his entire life, he wanted to move to America. I talked about this shocking incident with my dad and was introduced to an entirely new concept: the movement of highly skilled and educated people to a country where they can work for more money and in better conditions. Brain drain. For us Indians, the trajectory is somewhat similar. We complete our bachelorette years in India and travel abroad for better opportunities. Common examples are Indians who are leading enormous multinational corporations and companies outside of India. Imagine if that kind of talent had been used for their own country's progress. Now, let me introduce another term: a paradox. A situation or statement with two or more parts which seem strange or impossible together. Basically, a never-ending loop. How is paradox relevant to my topic? Let me explain. Let's refer to the brother whom I talked about earlier as Mr. X. Now, Mr. X left India due to the lack of opportunities in India. The reason for lack of opportunities in India is that there are not enough talented people working in the country for the progress of the country and creation of more opportunities. And the reason that there are not enough talented people working in the country is because all such Mr. X's leave India for other countries. It completes a full circle, and India continues to constantly lose valuable human resources because people are not willing to sacrifice their greed for money. But there is a way to break this paradox. Here enters the third important aspect of my talk. What do you think when you look at a soldier? Your first thought is, now that's a true patriot. And there is no doubt, they are patriots. But it has become a common misconception that the only way of expressing patriotism is by standing at the border. Patriotism always has a context. For example, when India was under the British rule, patriotism might have meant physically fighting for your own country. When there was a scarcity of wheat in the country, and Lal Bahadur Shastri issued a clarion call to all of us Indians to skip a meal, the simple act of fasting was patriotism. I have not only come here to talk about brain drain, but as a true patriot, this is the beginning of my campaign, as it will take just one person who truly dedicates his entire life for the nation's progress to free India of the grip of this deadly paradox. When I talk about this to mature adults, they tell me, Prasham, be practical. But had Thomas Alva Edison's mother been practical when she received that letter from his school about how her child was dull-witted, we would never have those 1,093 patents that he went on to invent, including that light bulb above you. And had Gandhiji listened to reason that a man of his build stood no chance against the mighty Britishers, India might probably still be British slaves. The saddest part is India subsidizes the education of these youngsters. India bears the cost, and the other countries, they reap the fruit. It has become appallingly obvious that what India needs now is brain gain. And every stakeholder, be it the government, the society at large, influencers, or even multinational corporations, everyone has to play their role in creating a conducive environment. I would like to end my talk by saying that earlier, patriotism meant dying for your country, but now you might have to live for it. Thank you.